welcome back to the Osteo and Physio YouTube channel. Today we're looking at a 5-minute routine to help with plantar fasciitis. So this can be incredibly common, incredibly sore for individuals. So we want to talk for a 5-minute routine you can do to help with your symptoms. So part 1 is a minute of stretching down through the plantar fascia. So this blends with the back of the heel up into your Achilles down towards the toes. So what Oliver's demonstrating in this video is he's using his thumb to release down. So what you're doing is you're going from the heel, slowly moving down towards the toes. You're stretching it at a deeper level. What you want to make sure is if this feels like it's frictioning or rubbing, just add possibly coconut oil or any kind of olive oil or any massage oil if you've got it, or you can use your fingers like this, like what he's doing here, to stretch it. And you want to release it down towards the toes. So you want to stretch and open up through the plantar fascia to reduce any tightness and improve that movement. So once you've done a minute of stretching down from the heel towards the toes, you can then move on to a 30-second circular motion. So this is where you might target kind of key tender points. So you're moving round in a circle with your fingers around the tender bits for 30 seconds. Again, helps to break down any tightness. So with plantar fasciitis, so inflammation of this connective tissue, it gets incredibly tight, incredibly solid, worse for standing or prolonged standing in this area. So you want to massage through for 30 seconds. What you're then going to do for the next 30 seconds is feel to those real points of tightness, and then you're going to trigger point release. So how we do this is you find the spot of tightness, you add the pressure, take it to about an 8 out of 10 in terms of pain, and then hold it there until it relaxes. And again, through this 30 seconds, finding another point, holding it until you feel like it releases, and then relaxing through. And you can do this for 30 seconds, and this is where you're getting those deeper key points of tightness. Next, we want to spend about 30 seconds articulating the foot and ankle. So Jam's joining in at this video point. So what Oliver's doing here is he's fixing a part of the foot and then using a circular motion to move the rest. So again, it's a bit like a massager, like with the other moves, but we need to get the foot and ankle moving. So like you said, you can see here he's kind of moving it side to side, just seeing what feels comfortable, but a good one is to fix at one point and use the other hand to circle through the foot. What we then want to move on to for a minute, and this is one of our favourites, is releasing with a myofascial release ball. So if you don't have one, you can get one off Amazon, or you can use an ice bottle, is really good, where it's firm. You know, you put the water in the freezer and then you're rolling your foot over it, because what it starts to do, it starts to break down that tension. So if you've massaged and moved it already and it's still incredibly sore, incredibly tight, if comfortable, and obviously you feel like you can do this, just rolling the foot over for a minute. And it can be really nice. So Oliver's doing this seated over a myofascial ball. You can do this standing if you want to add a deeper amount of pressure. Again, go with what feels comfortable, and you have to be consistent with all of this routine and all of these moves, is you want to be consistently releasing through this area. So you're going to be doing this for 1 minute. Next, we're going to do a 30-second stretch through the plantar fascia, and I absolutely love this one. So again, you can do it seated or you can do it standing like Oliver's doing. And what you want to do is start off by holding under all of the toes and you're pulling it up towards you. Aim for about 15 to 20 seconds. And then what you can do for the last kind of 10-ish seconds, for the 30 seconds, is grabbing hold of the big toe and giving that a little bit more of a stretch. And it's just a lovely way to release any tightness. Finally, we want to strengthen through the foot and the toes. The reason why is once we've stretched everything, if we can strengthen and re-stabilise, it's so much more likely to repair and feel better. So this is a really good one to work the intrinsic muscles of the foot. So what you're doing is a tea towel, so Oliver's demonstrating here, and trying to pick it up with your toes. And so obviously the flatter the tea towel is, the more challenging it is, and you want to aim to do this for 30 seconds. So this can be quite frustrating when you first start, but really good to kind of get those muscles and get those joints moving. And then for the last 30 seconds, what you're going to be moving on to is trying to balance on your foot. So you're trying to stand on your foot, on your bad foot. Again, only move on to this move if you're feeling like the pain has come right down and it's feeling better. So you want to re-stabilise at the end, and you're just simply standing on one leg. And you can see here a little bit of a wobble with this ankle. You want to try and hold it for as long as possible, so aiming for 30 seconds. If you feel like you need to put your foot down, doesn't matter. You just want to regain stability and add this in at the end of the routine.